Hey, what's going on, guys, on the YouTube channel? It's Taurus down there again, y'all. And this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Okay, we're going to be going hard this morning on some motivation for men. This is volume 2, okay? Sometimes you got to let a 304 know, all right? Now, if you don't know what a 304 is, it's a phrase I think a YouTuber on here called Kevin Samuels kind of came up with it. And is so you don't have to say the word hoe or prostitute. So they do that because they feel like I guess it keeps you from getting a lot of stuff across on YouTube. I for one ain't too much worried about it. Okay, but I use it 304. Sometimes you gotta let a 304 know. All right. Before we get into all of that, y'all know the deal. Hit like, subscribe, share. Thank y'all so much for all the people that are getting so far. And if you want to support the channel, that's how you do it. You drop a sub or you hit likes. Okay? So, here we go. I mean, there's tip options too if y'all want to use them, but I really ask for those things more. So, let's get into it. Sometimes you got to let 304 know. When I say 304, and I'm not talking about all women and saying they all 304s. Okay? I want to get that kind of thing across on my channel here, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys on their channel, they do that, but I'm not saying it on this one. What I'm saying is sometimes you do got to keep the ass in check, though. All right? In my years of dating, I'm 45 now. I've had some of the weirdest junk happen, and some women say some of the weirdest things. One of them, though, was back when I was about 33 years old when I retired. It's been about maybe 12 years worth of experience right here of dealing with women. I started having to say more to women after I retired than I had to when I wasn't. When I was working and they were working, it was different. But one thing I found out was like when you wouldn't have to go to work, women kind of resent that. And it caused a problem. You kind of say some things to them. I've had women tell me I'm not putting anything into the relationship. And I'll be like, why? And they would be like, well, because you don't have to pay my bills. You don't have to do anything. I'm like, yeah, you're an adult. You pay your own bills. There's nothing wrong with that. This became a constant problem, guys. And the thing is like, I think it all boiled down to the fact that I'm not working and I got put like 2 or 3 times the money that they have. All right. So I think that's what it kind of boils down to. I don't know. Either way as it goes, I wind up having to let women know like, hey, it's not like that. And second off, I would have to tell sometimes women, I had some women to tell me they were the breadwinner in a relationship. And I'm like, how? Well, I go to work. It pretty much was it. Because they didn't have more money than me. And that's what I would come down to. I would be like, okay, you do go to work. You do have a job. But when we go out, I pay for everything. I buy you gifts. You can barely afford to buy me anything. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when we do shit, I'm the one paying. So, that's the breadwinner, I think. I'm not sure y'all drop in the comments, let me know if that's what it is. But I did have to explain this to women several times. And I'm sure that there are guys out there now that have to either explain this type of stuff or taking it from women, and you might not need to take that. You might need to go on and go. You need to tell her what it is. Hey, look, no, you're not the breadwinner. Just because you got a job doesn't make you the breadwinner. Doesn't. The breadwinner's paying for everything. And you're not paying for nothing. I've seen it. I heard it from guys a million times, and I've seen it myself. And they'll be like, hey, look, well, you're not putting anything into the relationship. When they're not the one buying anything. Sometimes you gotta let a 304 know that that's not the way that things are. And you might have to roll out on that one. Here's another thing you might have to let a 304 know about. Hey, look, and I'm not saying let them know. You might just have to get out of the way. Our economy is not based for somebody to work and pay for somebody else's bills. That means that the person that's doing that is not going to have anything in life. That's the way our society works these days. Have I seen it work the other way? Yes. I've seen it work the other way when I was younger. When I was a kid, the man worked, the woman didn't have to. Society was different then. Women weren't in the workplace like that 30-something, 40 years ago. When I was a little kid, we were running around. Okay? It wasn't expected. But now, they still think that you can do that, and you cannot. You might gotta let a 304 know. Because if you don't, all you'll be like these other jokers I be seeing around now. Now we 40 and they broke because they're still trying to live the old way, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So you might gotta let them know that. And you can't never be afraid to let a 304 know. Alright? One of the things I'm gonna be doing with some of my next videos coming up, it's called It's Cheaper to Leave Her. And one I'm also gonna make about you can't be afraid to walk away. Before you choose her, be willing to lose her. You got to be able to. Okay? You got to be able to lose this chick. Because you're gonna deal with crazy junk these days. I'm seeing how that is, and I keep seeing it. But we're gonna keep talking about it on the channel. We're gonna find ways around it. And the best way of doing that is to know what it looks like and what to do when it starts happening. So if you want to let the 304 know, it might be time to let that 304 go. Alright? So I'm out of here on this one, y'all. But just look at the stories I told y'all today. Sometimes things can get crazy with women, but you got to be able to say something. And if what you say ain't going to get taken into account, then it's time to go. There's always a new one. There's always a new one. And keep finding a new one until you find the one that wants to do the right things. But never, never be afraid to let a 304 know. This has been Taurus Downey, y'all. And this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Y'all stay tuned for the next videos. Drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this. And if you've had situations where you've seen things like this, let me know about those too. We'll talk about them more during the videos. I'm out of here on this one, y'all. Peace.